Top 7 Best for Gaming Monitor 2022. Through extensive research and testing, I have put together the list of options that will meet the need of different types of buyers. So whether it's price, performance, or particular use, we have got you covered. For more information, I have put links of products in the description. Make sure to check it out. Like the video, comment, don't forget to subscribe, and let's get started. Number 1. LG 27G N950B. 4K gaming is a premium endeavor. You need a colossal amount of rendering power to hit decent frame rates at such a high resolution. But if you're rocking a top-shelf graphics card, like the GeForce RTX 3080, then this dream can finally be a reality. The LG Ultra Gear is the first 4K Nano IPS 1 gaming monitor capable of properly showing off your next-gen GPU. This 4K 27-inch HDR monitor has a 144 Hz refresh rate and one's response time wild for a 4K monitor. What is most impressive about this LG is the Nano IPS tech that offers a wider color gamut and stellar viewing angles. The LG Ultra Gear 27G N950B bags you a terrific panel with exquisite IPS image quality and, despite the lesser HDR capabilities, beautiful colors and contrast in your games too. G-Sync offers stable pictures and smoothness in games, and the speedy refresh rate and response times back this up too. Number 2. Acer Predator XB273K. A close cousin of the Acer Predator X27, itself wants the top of this pile. The XB273K is a seriously excellent 4K monitor. It harnesses everything the X27 does, trading off very little to rouse it in a far cheaper model, now often found sitting way below the $1,000 mark. It is immediately more tempting than the Acer X27, and the only real change is in the HDR. The XB273K has a slightly lower quality of HDR, but that's about it. And considering the still nightmarish state of HDR gaming on PC, that's not a huge miss. You'll still get a truly excellent picture quality with terrific color vibrancy, contrast, and depth. The 144 Hz refresh rate means it's excellent for competitive shooters. G-Sync offers the best adaptive sync technology. An impressive array of ports covers you, and overall it offers such a well-rounded overall experience you'll have zero regrets. Number 3. Gigabyte M28U. It features a stunning 28-inch IPS panel, which delivers excellent picture quality and depth of color. However, the big sell for gamers will be the 144 Hz, 120 Hz on-console refresh rate, and TUMS MPRT response time. That's certainly quick enough for our tastes, and to look good while delivering that speed is a huge deal. What makes the M28U an even bigger deal is that it's actually rather affordable. It's still quite a lot of money to throw down on a monitor alone, but considering what other 4K monitors with this sort of feature set are going for, it's as close to a steal as you're going to get at 4K. Number 4. LG 27U L650. The LG 27U L650 is a killer 4K gaming monitor you can find for under $500. This IPS panel display has improved color and contrast over its predecessor and offers lower input lag for gaming. Suppose you do more than gaming. This LG display sports deliciously precise color accuracy and HDR10. Making watching movies and editing a worthwhile endeavor. The only real downside is the standard 60 Hz refresh rate and the fact the monitor has no built-in speakers, so you'll have to invest in a good pair of headphones and or desktop speakers as well. But generally, we'd recommend that over pretty much any tinny display speaker anyway. Number 5. EVE Spectrum ES7D3. After a rocky start with its ill-fated foray into the world of tablets, EVE has smashed it out of the park with the Spectrum ES7D3. It's a beautifully designed gaming monitor with a stunning LG panel and all the features you could possibly want from a modern screen. That's the result of a crowd-designed creation process for the Spectrum, and it certainly looks like it's paid off. Except for those wanting decent HDR, With a peak luminance of 750/m2 and a little local dimming in its backlighting array, I was hoping for a little more pizzazz in my HDR scenes. Sadly, that's still a struggle for PC gaming and its monitors. But everything else the EVE Spectrum does has blown me away. The LG Nano IPS panel is superb, with vibrant colors and great motion, and I'm a little bit in love. The Spectrum also rocks HDMI 2.1 support, so it can deliver its full 144Hz promise across PC and next-gen console at 4K, something you previously needed a DisplayPort connection to do. Like any 4K/144Hz screen you could mention, the price tag is potentially prohibitive. But gaming monitors are investments, and this is a screen that will outlast your current PC and potentially your next one too. So it's always worth spending what you can possibly afford on a new screen. Number 6. Asus ROG Swift PG27UQ. Perhaps a little obvious, but packing lots of top-end features into a display means it'll come with a high price tag. The Asus ROG Swift PG27UQ is an incredible display, but it doesn't come cheap. That money does net you more features than any other display here, and perhaps that's enough to set it apart, as well as the ridiculously clear, bright, and detailed images that the PG27UQ 4K and HDR-enabled 27-inch display shows off. This monitor also incorporates NVIDIA G-Sync tech, making this an absolute behemoth of a screen. Though we do wish the contrast was slightly better on this nearly perfect screen. On the back, it's a bit lean on the connections, but you should have everything you need. Present are an HDMI 2.0 input, DisplayPort 1.4, 3.5mm audio, and 2 USB 3.0 ports. It's also an incredibly well-designed bit of kit with the stand effectively funneling cables as well as looking cool. I especially like the ROG eye that shines on the surface wherever you put the monitor. The list price is very high, so it might well put people off, but it will not disappoint those who take the plunge. Number 7. Philips Momentum 558 Monar Y. I am utterly entranced by the sheer scale and majesty of Philips' 55-inch monitor behemoth. Outside of NVIDIA's abortive BFGDs, there's no other PC monitor that can match this monster. But despite its impressive size and speed, there are still shortcomings which, while they're not deal breakers, do need to be considered. But first the good. This 4K VA panel rocks up with the display HDR 1000 certificate and the ability to render its 3800 for textual 1160 native resolution at speeds of up to 120 Hz. Sadly, for console gamers, its HDMI version is only 2.0, and so your next-gen game boxes will be restricted to 4K/60. The Series X will hit 120 Hz at 1440. However, although the PS5 still neglects that option, for us PC folk, that's no issue, as the Philips display supports DisplayPort 1.4, so we can get the full 4K res at a zippy 120 Hz. Coupled with its bright, vibrant panel, that makes the screen great for smooth 4K gaming. And I'm still smitten by Philips Ambilight technology, which rings the back of the display with RGB LED that can alter hues individually to match their corresponding color on the panel itself. My only real reservation surrounds some of the response settings. To make the large panel responsive, Philips offers different levels of smart response, but the more aggressive you get on those settings, the more inverse ghosting you tend to get on high contrast moving images. Playing FIFA at 4K, and I could notice issues around the edges of players. But if you're smashing through Doom Eternal, however, it's just going to be the smooth motion and vibrant colors that stand out. That and the jibs. Obs. So guys, that's all for the top 7 best 4K gaming monitor 2022. The links of all products are given in the description, which are updated for the best prices. Subscribe our channel for more videos. We will meet in next video. Till then, take care. Bye.